Good morning, Divine Masculines. Welcome to Earth Angel channel. And today's topic is peace with self. So, in last discussion, we spoke about the two important aspects, that is expectation and emotions. Very, I was very strict and very, I would say, rigid about the dissolution of those two things from life. But the question, as soon as I said that, there was a standing question, a doubt that poses all the time after after the self deletes these two important aspects of life on which we uh, propose to sail through the entire years of our lives. The question is, doubtful question would be, how to be in peace when somebody snatches our wealth, somebody snatches our opportunities, somebody cheats us from our rightful acquirements. Whatever is rightfully ours is taken away from us, and at that point of time when our emotions and our expectations are extremely wounded, hurt, how do we attain healing through peace? Because peace is the only medicine, that is the only way to heal. There is no other, like malaria has its penicillin. In that way, like, we do not have any other medicine for this, so other than peace. So peace has to be attained at a situation when it is very dire upon us. We have been cheated direly, very wrongfully. We have confronted with situations wrongful and complaining situations. So when this question arises as to the wrongs committed against us by others, the advantage taken by others, the dungeon in which the self was buried alive by others, how could self attain peace and sit back and watch tongue-tied such a situation? Now, in order to solve this problem, discuss this pathway, I would just give you three keywords at least. The three vital keywords are discreet, tranquil, and placidity. Okay, or placid. These three words that you have to, this is the crossroad where you have to see the path, find out the direction you will take with the help of these words. Now, peace does not imply compromise with the situation. Peace does not mean self must get dominated and controlled, tongue-tied in wrong situations, wrongful situations. Peace neither means self is to be a slave of the devil. To begin with, I would say peace is a divine qualification. So I have used the term qualification and it is not a devil's domain at all. None of the qualifications are devil's domain. Okay, so by the word qualification, I mean self has to pass through some universal tests to acquire the peace, attain the peace and divine tranquility. The intervening question here is, the self who has attained peace, is he a coward, or has he restrained? Now, after you go towards the faith, we step into the faith of compromising with yourself, and to attain you concede to attain the peace state of mind. The next question arises in the mind of the self is the self a coward to do so, or has he restrained from his successful devilish potent by doing so? None of these actually happen, you see. Neither the self is a coward, nor does he restrain himself from successful devil's attacks, invasions. Okay, it does not happen. Nothing of these things are all illusions. Nothing of these practically apply or happen actually. What happens is, I'm telling you, that actually, in all actuality, it is the search of the truth that matters. Okay, under all circumstances, situations, negative, positive, big, small, all types and sizes, and all situations of all magnitude, I would say, not sizes, magnitude, all depth, all importance, everything requires that the self starts the search of truth. Okay, the faster we can get the truthful answer from the universe, the quicker we could attain peace within ourselves. This is the actual solution. Okay, so truth is the path to search for peace, and once the truth is attained, you're qualified for the peaceful state of mind. That peace which is called solace, that state of mind. Okay, so the contrary to peace, we can say, is the turmoil of conflicted situations, conflictions. And conflict occurs when? Because we feel there's something unfulfilled that we haven't completed, incompletion of duties or expectations that we have striven for, that has that has remained incomplete, which is why we are turmoil, we are tumultuous to complete those duties towards our faith. So here we are again running after the faith, but faith also is a pillar which stands, the plinth of it is the truth. So unless the self really in all actuality finds the truth out, none of this is going to be fruitful, which is why all our efforts, all our endeavors receive negative results at a point of time. So practically speaking, it is the denial situation actually which is under the authentic universal progression, and it should not occur indeed. So the denial situation is recurring itself. That is why we are going on, we are going downhill. We are taking not progressive but regressive situation. We are relegating ourselves from a certain kind of position by not searching or not acquiring the truth, the universal truth towards ourself and the soul, which is operated by the soul. The self is actually run by the soul. Okay, so it is a prohibited or a forbidden situation. I can say that self is trying to accomplish. That is why you the self, or I the self, is not able to succeed. So when we are not succeeding in such a case, we must immediately understand that prohibition is there. But what is the prohibition? What is the do's and the don'ts, the yes and the no's, and the nots and the haves and the have-nots? We have to immediately search for it. Soul searching is the term which will apply here towards the truth, the authenticity, and that authenticity is absolutely universal truth. Okay, not your self accomplished, self built up story. That is not the truth. So of course the self seeks excuses, but to know the truth in the divine beings, among the divine beings' life, is the divine beings' responsibility, own responsibility. Just as you must know the law in order to be a truthful, an authentic citizen of the state. State is not going to come and tell you the laws. You have to seek it, okay, and be responsible citizen towards it. Same ways, you have to be a responsible divine being. In order to be so, also you have to seek out the universal truth. Universe is not going to come and request to you for it, but you have to seek it out. And once you go for the search, in search of it, the universe will definitely provide the answers. You can be rest assured. Now in such situations, we have to see the purpose of life of the self. That will also have a clear, unambiguous vision when you attain the truth. This is also a vision is going to come. This vision is in other words, we can term it as enlightenment. When this clear, truthful vision of self and soul's purpose is before the self, That of course can be attained through focus and meditation. Without that it cannot happen, because it is something beyond the I would say corporeal existence. So this will enlighten the vision. Enlighten means what here? It illuminates the truth to the self. That is called enlightenment, and it will accommodate the self on a true path in the soul's journey without doubt. Now this truth then sometimes it will, you can see, it could be found in the 5D also. Sometimes it could be 7D or a little above also. We cannot define the exact I would say ethereal circle where the truth will be available. It would depend on the individualistic necessity of the self. And we can discuss the next important point, that human mind cannot be at peace without rational answers. That is very true. Okay, so we have lots of questions. The self has lots of questions, and the self needs rational answers to come to peace with itself. Okay, so truth is the path of that peace. Money, materialistic accomplishments, and these are absolute necessaries, and other comforts and luxuries of life are all absolute necessaries. Okay, but there are no choice of paths to turn away from the truth. This is also like we must understand one, and the last thing that I must explain in this is that the devilish path, the path of devil is evil deeds, evil thoughts. Okay, thoughts evil in the sense it's fallen one. It would lead to nowhere. It is evil. We have termed it as evil because these are practices which are unhealthy and would lead to no peace at all. It would only create more conflicted situations. So that is why it is actually, for divine path, it is prohibited, it is illegal, and it is also termed as failure. These are the three terms which 3 or 4 all negative adverse adjectives which comprise the devil's path, that is the evil path. Now the devil, we must understand, is merely an examination hall, and its evil activities are those critical, tough questions of that examination. But it is not the qualification to achieve power. So those who are on the evil path, please understand, you are never going to achieve any kind of power. You are heading simply for the doomsday, for failure, because devil himself is sent by God just as a question paper before you, and you are not to answer the devil. Keeping those questions before you, the self has to answer to the divine. So divine here is the correct answer, the true answer that is expected of you, and devil is the critical question that you have to look through it and answer to the divine through your truth. So unless this is actually understood and followed, you can see that an examination question cannot bring prosperity in your life. Only when the self chooses the truth, the answer is sent to the divine, and the examination has been passed by the candidate or the self. The qualification is after that, hence the qualification is attained, acquired. The person becomes qualified for the power after being truthful and authentic and receiving the truth for themselves. Only then the person becomes inherits the power, the divine power. So there is free will, of course, but there is no choice to the correct answer. Correct answer is always one. That is the truth, divine truth. All the other answers that you go for are wrong answers, and wrong answers can only get you failures from examinations, And if you fail the examinations, you're unqualified for the post of power. This is a simple explanation. As much as I could, I simplified it, expecting that with this example you'll be able to understand with fertile I would say with your fertile rationality, reasoning power. And beyond this, there is nothing more that I can say about this topic of peace. Once you have qualified the truth, you will attain the peace, because you will come at peace with all conflicts. When you know the truth is that, how can this happen? Conflict resolves at once. And with this, I complete this session. Thank you so much and hope it helps. All my present blessings to all the beings listening over here. Thank you.